Yo, what's going on, FG fam? Welcome to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise here on MLB The Show 20. Today, we have for you Game 4 of the 2023 World Series. The Detroit Tigers have an opportunity to win their first World Series in 39 years, since 1984, as they lead the series 3-0 and have a chance to close it out on the road. Game 1, they won 4-3, then 6-0, then 4-2. So a lot of big scores for the Tigers. We'll see if Eric Lauer can keep the scoring down for Detroit today, as he's had one start this postseason that went pretty well. Richie McGowan to lead off, and McGowan hits this one into left field, and that is a flyout for out number 1. That'll bring us to Kendall Brown, and Brown right back up the middle to center field, and that is gloved for out number 2. That'll bring up Ketel Marte, and Marte sees one and yanks it foul, just foul. Ketel Marte almost had a homer to open this thing up, but he'll get a base hit into center field instead. And the Tigers threatening with 2 away. See if they could start a rally. Here's Lindor, and he goes down on the inside curveball. Strike 3, and a pretty good pitching performance so far from Lauer. Now Casey Mize taking the mound for the Detroit Tigers. He's pitched 2 postseason games so far, and they have not gone the way he wanted them to. Here's Chris Sharp to lead it off for the Brew Crew, and he goes down on the high 96-mile-an-hour heater for a strikeout. Here's George Springer now on the full count. He goes down, looking and window shopping at the high heat. Here's Franmil Reyes, and Franmil hits this one deep to center field in the left center field gap. And what a rundown and grab by Kendall Brown for the final out of the first inning. World Series off to a shebang. We're back for inning number 2. Here's Alec Bohm, and Bohm over to shortstop. Thrown on to first for out number 1. So Lauer doing his job so far. Here's Adley Rutschman, and he goes down looking at the curveball right down Broadway. That'll bring up Josh Donaldson, and Donaldson hits this thing into left field, and it will not drop. Nice glove out there in left. To the bottom half of the inning, 3-2 pitch. Nice slurve to get Hira. And the third strikeout from Casey Mize. Here's Omar Narvaez at the plate, and he will hit one right up the middle for a base hit. And they get a base runner with 1 away in this second inning. Here's Wagner, and Wagner hits this one high and deep to center. That is caught by Richie McGowan and thrown in to prevent any advancement. Here's Lucas Erceg, and this one out to left. Running it down is Brown, and he will get there for out number 3. Through 2. We go to the third. Josh Rojas getting a start today, and Rojas is going to take this one over to that famous second base shift. That deep second base always gets him. And then the strikeout from Casey Mize. No surprise there. And here's Richie McGowan. He goes down on the curveball away. And Richie McGowan not exactly getting on base in this one. Here's Mize to Urias, and that's grounded over to Lindor, who throws on to Donaldson for out number 1. Eric Lauer now at the plate, facing Casey Mize. He'll dribble this one on to third, and boom, charges it and throws on to first for out number 2 here in the third inning. Chris Sharp on the full count, he's going to walk on. That one was just a little bit off the plate on the 2-seam fastball. Mize doesn't like it, but kind of was. Here's George Springer. He sits there looking at a strike, and then they're going to get the steal. So the Brew Crew with a runner in scoring position, and Springer is gloved by Bohm. What a play at third. And that play prevents a run getting scored. We're still scoreless here in Game 4. Back for the 4th inning, Kendall Brown. This one is very much gotten under, and that went into shallow center, taken care of for out number 1. Here's Ketel Marte now up against Lauer, and Marte Pounds one to right center field and out of here. Ketel Marte, 411 feet to give the Tigers the 1-0 lead. Marte has been incredible this postseason, and he hits the bomb here. And the Detroit Tigers have a 1-0 lead at Miller Park with an opportunity to close this series out. Here's Lindor now. 2-2 pitch. He's jammed, and that one's high and shallow in center field for out number 2. Alec Bohm now on the full count. And Bohm hits one pretty deep to left, but not carrying far enough. That'll be out number 3. Go to the bottom half of the 4th. Here's Franmil Reyes, and Reyes ropes one to left. It's out of here. Brew Crew tie it off of a Franmil Reyes solo shot, 412 feet, and look at the Miller man coming down the slide. 1-1 as the Brew Crew do not want to go down without a fight, and they will not tonight. That is a big solo shot. Here's Huron, the full count. He goes down on the 90-mile-an-hour cutter. 4th strikeout for Casey Mize. That brings up Omar Narvaez. And Narvaez with the dribbler onto first, and Donaldson is able to play that one well to get the second out. Here's Brandon Wagner on a full count, and Wagner hits this one high and out to right. That one will be caught by Ketel Marte to end the inning. We go into the 5th now. Adley Rutschman up against Lauer, and Rutschman takes this one out to right, and right to the right fielder for out number 1. Here's Josh Donaldson, and he swings on that one. Pass ball, they got to throw him out at first, and they do for this second out. Here's Josh Rojas on the 2-2 pitch. Rojas, same thing, another pass ball strikeout, and he is thrown out at first base for the final out there. So now Lucas Erceg going to lead off, and he will strike out on the 4-seamer down low and in. 5th strikeout for Casey Mize. That'll bring up Luis Urias, and that one over to short. Lindor makes the throw on a first, and that is out number 2. Now Eric Lauer, they're going to leave him in. No pinch hitter, and he goes down looking at the slurve down low for the final out. As we are through 5 here at Miller Park, it's 1-1 in Game 4 of the World Series. We'll be back. 6th inning, Casey Mize going to lead off. He's still in this game, and that one is high out to right field. That's a fly out into right. Here's Richie McGowan as the second batter of the inning, and McGowan is going to fly out to left field. I'll bring up Kendall Brown, and Brown just going to stand there looking at a beautiful fastball that could have been taken deep. So now Mize still in there pitching. Here's Sharp. He's going to ground over to short and thrown on to first for out number 1. Casey Mize having a good outing, only 74 pitches to this point. Here's Springer. He goes down on the slurve. And another slurve getting a strikeout for Mize, his 7th of the game. Here's Franmil Reyes. He hit a solo shot earlier, and he goes down swinging now. A 95-mile-an-hour pitch gets him. And Casey Mize, smooth work. Kyle Keller going to come in for the Brew Crew. He's pitched 7 postseason games. And we'll see what he can do here in his 8th. Ketel Marte is up, and that grounder is going to get through the hole for a base hit to lead off the top of the 7th. Ketel Marte doing his damage today. There's Frankie Lindor. He goes down swinging at the slider up high. And Keller starting to do a little work here. Here's Bohm, and Bohm hits this one up high. Deep out to right, but not deep enough as that one shy of the warning track is put away. Here's Adley Rutschman, and Rutschman out to center. That is another high fly ball. And that is gloved in center field. And we go to the bottom half of the inning. Here's Casey Mize, 79 pitches deep. And this one's deep to center field, carrying, and McGowan makes the catch at the wall. What a grab from the former number 1 overall pick. Here's Omar Narvaez now. He stands there looking at the slurve. That slurve is getting everybody tonight, and it gets Casey Mize's 9th strikeout. Here's Brandon Wagner. Another slurve hits the corner, And Casey Mize' command has just been on point. We end the 7th, 1-1 still. Here's Corbin Burns, and he is going to come in to pitch this 8th inning for the Brewers. He's only pitched 3 postseason games. Doesn't look like it's gone well against lefties. Fortunately for him, he's taken on a righty in Josh Donaldson, and that one over to short, thrown on to first for out number 1. Here's Josh Rojas. He's a lefty, and Rojas going to chop one over to first, and that one is taken care of as the first baseman steps on the bag. Now they will pinch hit for Casey Mize, bringing in Nico Goodrum. And Nico swinging through the changeup. He goes down. We'll go to the bottom half of the 8th. Emmanuel Clase will come in to pitch that for Detroit. His 4th postseason game. He's been very good in this postseason, especially against lefties. He gets to face one here, but it's a base knock to lead off the 8th. So Clase is hit to start this thing. Now Luis Urias, and he goes down on the slider away. Righties have a little bit of trouble with Clase's slider away. And now another lefty in Brandon Lowe, and that is how he gets the lefties. The cutter up high and in. 101, it's extremely tough to touch. And then Sharp on the cutter, 100 miles an hour, 2, 3 straight strikeouts, and Clase gets it done. We are through 8. The 9th is coming up back after this. Here's Brent Suter, and we all know how Brent Suter has done in this series. Probably not to the liking of what the Brew Crew would want him to do. But he gets another chance here against McGowan, and McGowan's going to fly this one out to left, and that'll be put away for out number 1. That'll bring up Kendall Brown, who's 0 for 3 today. And this one's going to dribble over to second and thrown out of first for out number 2. So Ketel Marte now up, 3-1 count. He hits this one up the middle, trying to keep it alive to maybe get this run on the board. Here's Lindor. He goes up to center field, and the liner is caught. And we'll go to the bottom half. Here's Clase up against Springer. This one flown out to right field for out number 1. That brings up Franmil Reyes, and he'll dribble this one on to second. And that one's thrown on to first for out number 2. So now Hira, and this one on the slider away. He'll ground it down the third baseline, and boom, we'll put it away. We are going to extra innings and a little bit of free baseball here at Miller Park. The end of the 9th, it's still 1-1. We'll be back. Leading off extra innings will be Alec Boehm, and Boehm swings through the changeup for out number 1. That strikeout from Suter. Here's Rushman, and Rushman will take the inside fastball and walk to first. Good take. Here's Josh Donaldson. That should have been a take, but it's a strikeout on an inside curve. Good choice from Suter. Here's Rojas. He'll take a high ball 4 on that high heat, and that'll put 2 on. And the pinch hitter is coming in. It's Seth Beer. He's got an opportunity to maybe be a hero for the city of Detroit in this extra inning frame. Here's Beer, and that one's straight over to second for the final out of the top of the 10th. So the Brew Crew, opportunity to walk it off. They'll have to do it against Holden Capps, who's only pitched 1 postseason game. He went 3 innings in it, and he did fairly well. Here's Franmil Reyes. That one's grounded onto short, and Lindor throws on to first for out number 1. Here's Brandon Wagner now, and Wagner hits this one deep out to center field. McGowan gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Lucas Erceg, last hope here in this inning, and he will take strike 3. Shades of Carlos Beltran there a little bit. As we end the 10th inning, we're going to the 11th, still tied at 1. Richie McGowan will lead off that 11th inning, and McGowan gets it through the third base shortstop hole to lead off this 11th inning. Nice base hit. Kendall Brown, who was 0 for 4, but he slams this thing out to right center field. It is gone. 2-run jack for Kendall Brown. McGowan gets on for him, and Brown pops it out of the park. 451 feet. There was no chance that was coming back. 451 goes out any point in the park. And Kendall Brown with a clutch 2-run jack. That'll bring in Justin Wilson as they've had enough. And Wilson has pitched 3 postseason games. Not a ton of success against righties. And here's Ketel Marte, and Marte has this one going out to right, and it is shy of the warning track for out number 1. Here's Lindor, another righty right now, and Lindor slams one out to right center field, and that one is also gone. Kendall Brown and Francisco Lindor combined to give the Tigers a 3-run lead in the top of the 11th inning. 417 feet that one was. These over 400-foot bombs getting it done for Detroit here today. And it's 4-1. Here is a grounder from Alec Boehm, and that's thrown on to first for the second out. Now Adley Rutschman up at the plate, and this one is gloved by the third baseman. Beautiful glove to get it done. But now the Brewers, last chance for them, and you know who's coming in. He's got 6 saves this postseason. He hasn't allowed a run. It's big bad Aroldis Chapman. So we'll see what he can do against Luis Urias, and this one grounded onto first, stopped by Donaldson, thrown over to Aroldis for out number 1. Here's Tyrone Taylor, the 9-hole hitter. He hits this one deep out to right. Underneath it is Marte. He makes the grab, 1 out away. Here's Chris Sharp, and that's a walk on the sinker ball. Was just off the bag. Here's George Springer. Springer, this one is hit to shallow left field, shallow left center, and it's caught by Kendall Brown. The Detroit Tigers have done it. They have won their first World Series since 1984. It is their 5th championship overall and their first in 39 years. The city of Detroit has waited for this, and they wait no longer, as the Detroit Tigers are your 2023 World Series champions, and it comes by way of sweep with Game 4 going 11. What a series it has been, and the Tigers are World Series champions. That being said, this has been a fantastic series. This series is not over. We will try to repeat next season in season number 5 of the Detroit Tigers franchise. If you want this Detroit Tigers franchise to continue, please make sure that you continue to support it by dropping likes, dropping comments. Let me know what you think we should do in the off season. How do you think this team's going to shape up? What are your thoughts on the World Series and the playoffs as a whole? I appreciate you guys for watching, and make sure that if you're new to the channel at all, you subscribe for more franchise content. It is literally all we do here. And if you want to see some more franchise, make sure you click right here to see some more franchise.